What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host Josh, and we are here to talk about the 5 takeaways of the match that we just watching the Canadian men's national team win 3-0 against El Salvador. Huge result. I can't wait to break it down with you guys. So if you guys are excited, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into it now. So guys, that was an absolutely huge win for the Canadian men's national team. Not only did we just get our first win, we got those are 3 big points, and we're still undefeated. I would absolutely take 5 out of 9. I know the Honduras result was a little bittersweet, but the U.S. men's national team draw plus this win more than made up for it. So let's get into the takeaways now and take a look at my first takeaway from this huge result, and it's the fast start. It's a fast start because I didn't know what El Salvador was going to be like going in. They picked up an impressive draw against the States. They got a good result against Honduras. They were same as us, 0-2-0, 2 points. They had no goals for, but also no goals against. And we had to hit them strong. We had to get the crowd involved. We had to really take advantage of the home field advantage, which we weren't able to do against Honduras, and we nailed it. We absolutely did. That quick goal that was just so important, just made all the jitters go away and just made Canada be able to play their game. They looked good right from the start. They dominated the play, and that goal, I just think, relaxed everyone to be able to build into the game the way they would and ultimately go on and have an impressive 3-0. But getting those quick starts in these type of games are important because El Salvador, I mean, they don't have the depth that we do. This is the 3rd game of this window, which is already extended from what they're used to. They're away. That first goal is just a sucker punch. It really is, and it was really important, in my opinion, for Canada getting the result that they did. Moving on to my second takeaway, we're gonna spot out some individuals, and we're gonna take a look at Alistair Johnston because this man has started all 3. I said at the beginning of this window that I expect probably 3 players to play all 3 games. Borussia, pretty obvious, being the keeper, Alistair Johnston, and Eustachio. All 3 were able to live up to the big hype, but Alistair Johnston has turned into his own. And I use this comparison all the time, but it's true, and I watched it. Azpilicueta, one of those really talented young small right backs when he came to Chelsea, and seeing him now just be able to progress into a back 3 system, playing in that outside center back role, it adds so much value. And us Canadian men's national team fans have seen what our team looks like without Alistair Johnston on that outside right center back. Being able to switch to right back and being able to come back into the outside right center back and still have that speed. When it's Henry, you A, can't go out as a right back, and B, don't have that speed. He's the only player right now who can play in that position, and he is just class. He's getting better and better, and I really think this kid's got a really bright future, and everyone in the chat gave a huge shout out to him because it was just a complete performance and is a rock at the back. Going to my 3rd takeaway, I got to do it for a member on the channel, our boy Kelly. He said before the game, watch out for Richie Laryea, very underrated player, and I expect a big game out of him. And Richie Laryea had an excellent game. I'm gonna throw Eustachio in there as well. And for this takeaway, but Laryea to me was class. He really was. He looked solid. He was so useful. He can play, like I said, at right back, left back, right wing back, left wing back. I mean, he was even pushing up further on the pitch when Adekubi came out, led to a really good chance where he almost scored, and also was very involved in some of the goals as well. So he just had a really well-rounded game, and to me was just exceptional because he's such a utility player for this team. And to come up with a performance like that, Kelly called it, and he absolutely lived up to that hype, as well as Eustachio. It's Eustachio. I mean, again, similar to Alistair Johnston. He's a player that needs to play all 3 games, not because there's not other options. There's Piet, there's Kay, Waller-Spoon. There are other options, but the quality of this kid is just incredible, and he's going to be so important in this midfield going forward. And that 3-man midfield really looked better today with Hutch and Osorio in it, and I like the shape a lot more from Herdman. Going in my 4th takeaway, we're going to take a look sort of on the negative-ish. It's somewhere in the middle, and I really want your guys' opinion on this. It is Tajon Buchanan because, funny enough, if you have FootMob, they put him as the man of the match, which he, in my opinion, was definitely not the man of the match. I thought there's a lot of good. It's still a lot of iffiness. There is. I mean, he drew so many fouls today, which is really important, not only for giving us huge opportunities coming from dangerous free kicks, which we scored off of one, but I mean, he's a thorn in the thighs of every defender on that El Salvador team. And he's very good. He scored a goal as well when he able to shift up into a 3-5-2. But he lost the ball more times than not this game, and it was happening every single time. Every single time it seemed like he tried to take on a player 1v1. He lost the ball. He was trying too much. I don't know if he's overthinking it, if he got stuck on the right and didn't like that, he can't cut on the left. I would personally switch him over to the left at halftime, gave him the opportunity to cut in, put him up against a different defender. He ended up scoring the goal, like I said, when he got put up as a striker alongside David and was able to get a nice classy finish, rounded off, which he's a workhorse all game. You can't shake him for that, but I just thought there's something missing there for him, and I want your guys' opinions of how Buchanan did, because he was definitely involved. The fouls were important, the goal was important, but the 1v1s and turning over possession like that is something that he's got to work on and be careful going forward. But I like that he's trying it, and I'll leave you guys' opinions in the comments because I'm curious to see what you guys think. And then finally, going on over to our fifth and final takeaway, it's John Herdman / this is his team. And John Herdman, in my opinion, when I'm seeing the U.S. men's national team fans saying, can we swap Herdman for Greg? No. I mean, the tactics today were spot on. The tactics against the States were spot on. The team looked a lot better. We knew in the Honduras game we tried that 4-4-2 in defense and then 3-5-2 in attack. And it seemed like bits and pieces we were doing it today. I think it worked a lot better against El Salvador than it did against Honduras, having the right players on the pitch. Hoylett over Laryea for this transition was important. I think he got everything right. The three-man midfield, like I said, I can't talk about it enough. I think this is the answer to a lot of the questions that we're going to have in the midfield for Herdman. We just look more in sync. That transition looks easier when Osorio was in there alongside Hutch and Eustachio. Really liked the performance of them. And this mentality that Herdman's got after every goal, the importance it means, winning 3-0, a statement win. It's showing that the Canadian men's national team are here to play, are here to compete. And looking like after the window was all said and done after the first 3 games, we're going to be sitting in one of those automatic qualification spots. A lot of credit goes out to John Herdman with a complete performance for the Canadian men's national team. So those are my 5 takeaways, guys. Let me know if you agree with my 5 takeaways, if there's any takeaways you guys want to add. It's a huge result. I can sleep like a baby tonight. Just relief. 5 points from those 9. I'm going to take it every single day. Not quite the 6 I was hoping for, but I mean, come on, a lot to take away from this window and a really good note to end it on. So hopefully if you guys like our 5 takeaway series, you'll drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and we will see you guys next time. Cheers, friends.